right, collective, let's get into it. We're going to look into your past, your present, and your future. Collective just means that it does not matter your sign. This may or may not resonate. I will be doing some individual signs here coming up, hopefully within the next week. So stay tuned for those. Thank you to everyone who has liked, commented, subscribed, and shared. Friendly reminder, Patreon and channel members see these first. All right, let's go. Past energy. In your past, you could have had an idea, whether it's the way you wanted your life to be, something that you wanted to go after or achieve. There could have been an idea that you had in your mind where you needed to refine the idea and then go after it. That's what I'm seeing in your past, okay? Just as like a side note. Give me some more. Past. Yeah, I just heard I don't need this menu. No, I don't. I already know just what I want. See, that's what I'm saying. I know what I want. I might have to refine what it is I want. I might have to look in a different direction or path, but I don't need this menu. No, I don't. I already know what I want. Past energy. Yeah, and in the past, wishes could have come true for you because your dreams were able to become reality. You didn't allow confusion, illusion, or too many options to push you out of the path that you actually want for yourself. Here's an example. Let's say that this is love. And in the past, you could have had to refine the idea of what you thought love was, or maybe who you thought you were supposed to love and who was loving you in return. You doing that refining could have then set you up to get exactly what you wanted because you were able to go through the confusion, the illusion. What do I mean by that? Well, if you want to get married and everybody that you're talking to doesn't know their dating type, doesn't know what they want, they're in it for a good time, you already know what you want. So that cuts out the confusion and the illusion. I know what I want. You don't want the same thing as me. I might like you. I might care about you, but it's not going to get in my way of what I want. And because I'm able to do that, I'm going to have my wishes come true because I'm not just putting in effort and dedication into anything. I'm putting in effort and dedication towards the things that I want to grow. That's what I see in your past. And I see no indecisiveness about it. It's direct. This is my path. This could be the energy of, Danielle, I want to own my own business. And I might not know exactly what that business looks like. Maybe I want to be an organizer. Maybe I want to be a real estate agent. But I am decisive. I am sure that I want to work for myself, which means that anything that's not that type of job is not where I'm supposed to go. And again, there's an energy of like being very decisive. This is what I want. All right, what's your present energy? Present energy, not having a lot of negative thoughts. A lot of things manifesting into your reality right now are good because you're not thinking negatively. You're kind of in the energy of if it's meant to be, it will. If I'm supposed to have it, I'll have it. If it ain't working out for me, there's a reason. Your finances could be looking up, or you could be leaving things behind that have made you unsure if you wanted it. So in your present moment, let's say that you've been wanting to cancel a subscription like Spotify. You could have been unsure. You weren't necessarily going broke paying for Spotify, but you also knew that maybe you didn't use it as much as you should have. Maybe you would have been okay with some ads. You could have then taken the action and decided, you know what, I want more from life. I want more from this app and I'm not getting it, so I'm going to take that off. That's fine. You decided to move on or go towards something new. I see in your current moment, you could be making the choice here coming up to bring big changes in your life. Some of you, this is leaving a lover. Some of you, you could be getting a dog or sadly putting a dog to rest. I see you walking from one doorway to the next. This could be going from being in a relationship to not, being single to being in a relationship, having an animal that sadly has to be put up for adoption or put down, going from a home that didn't have any animals to a home that does have an animal. There is a change that you're going to be choosing to make here coming up. Now, if it's an animal being put down, I don't know why, but I feel like it's a dog, a cat, or a small animal that's going to either have back issues, hip issues. Something's going to take place to where it's either not going to be able to walk, It's going to have such painful movements that you're going to decide to put it down. Something's going to happen to like a back end of an animal. That's just going to be for some of you. You can get mad at me. I don't care. Give me more on your present. Some of you could also notice that you might want to wear more gold jewelry than silver here coming up. Yeah, in your current moment, I see that you could be receiving messages around your relationships. A lot of people right now are going to be very open-hearted towards you. Friends are going to be very inviting. Maybe you don't hear from them a lot, and all of a sudden right now they're reaching out a lot. You're talking to them a lot. They're inviting you over all the time. You're in the season of your life where a lot of people are coming towards you with the mindset of, I want to have my heart open. I feel like if I give to the collective right now, they're going to give to me. I love having them around. So you might be getting invited to a lot of functions. There might be a lot of people who want to have fun with you, explore. You could even be getting messages around your romantic relationships as well, deciding whether or not you want to continue, if you want to progress it. Some of you, one of the things you're going to be having towards your romantic relationships is you're about to experience a new emotional experience. What do I mean by that? So for some of you, you're about to unlock a new level in your relationship that you've already been in, and it's going to make you feel more secure, more fulfilled, more stable. For some of you, you've been single and you're about to start dating someone or getting to know someone that you're going to be very fond of, and they're going to treat you differently than anyone has ever treated you, which is going to bring new emotional experiences to you. So again, let's say that you're used to dating people who ignore you or pull the, well, when I get time, I'll reach out to you, but I don't got time, so I ain't reaching out to you. This person is going to do things so differently that it's going to emotionally fulfill you on a different level, on a level you've never experienced, because maybe they're considerate, maybe they're respectful, maybe they have this ability to constantly think about your emotions, your wants, what you're feeling, so they're able to handle you with soft gloves, with compassion, with love. That's what I'm saying here. Some of you, if you're psychic or if you're very intuitive, here in your present moment and here coming up, your gifts are going to be stronger. So if your gut tells you something, listen to your gut. Future energy. Future energy, there's going to be something taking place where you're going to be sad. Okay? I see that you are going to be sad here in your near future. I see that something could take place and send you into a moment of healing. I see in the future, some of you might run into someone from your past. Someone that really brought a lot of personal growth towards you because of the challenges that you had with them. And I'm saying that running into them, meeting them, chatting with them, whatever that looks like, it might bring out a lot of sadness you didn't know you still had, okay? If this person decides to like criticize you or critique you, they're asking you not to be so sensitive to criticism. Here's an example. I know of a lot of people, like when you're dating or family members, who will say something along the lines of, well, as long as you don't mind to hear the truth, we'll be good. Sometimes what someone else sees as a truth isn't necessarily a truth. Here's an example. My truth is that I feel that fall weather, a nice 70 degrees with the breeze, is the best weather in the world. There might be someone else who feels that the best weather is summer weather. Well, if I'm really sensitive towards their criticism and they're telling me you're dumb, that's not a good season, you don't even know what you're talking about, I might get overly sensitive around something that's not factual. It's opinionated. So when someone comes and tells you something, whether it's them judging you, them critiquing you, them trying to get you to change something that you don't feel you should change. Again, an example would be, okay, don't be mad if I tell you about yourself or if I call you out. Just take accountability. Well, that's fine, but sometimes when you call someone out, they might already know what you're calling them out on. They might be okay with being that version of themselves. Just because someone else sees something as a truth, as a fact, doesn't mean it is a truth, it is a fact. I know of so many relationships who will say, well, I think he or she needs to change. Okay, well, that's an opinion. That's not a fact. And they might be quick to criticize, but just because they have a perspective of, well, this is what's wrong, this is what needs to be done, does not mean that that's necessarily the truth. And that can trigger some sense of sadness and disappointment, because it's like, well, I'm disappointed because I didn't think that you were this way. I'm disappointed because I'm recognizing that you're bringing something from the depths of hell inside of me that I need to heal, and I thought you were different. So don't be so sensitive on what people have to say and where they point their finger, because the people who have the tendency to criticize are the ones that need to critique themselves, okay? Especially if this is someone wanting to call you out. This could be a boss who might try to call you out, and it might make you really sad and disappointed. You might be along the energy of, I wish you would take me inside the office and say something, not in front of everyone. That's really fucked up that you love that control so much that you feel the need to put me down in front of all my coworkers. That can make you really sad. But that could also make you see, okay, I need to grow from this. This is a challenge. I don't like the way this makes me feel. So I'm going to have enough ambition and inspiration to keep my eyes on the big picture, on the prize, communicate my vision. And if I don't get what I want, I'm out. Again, this could be a relationship. You've disappointed me. I'm going to tell you that. I'm also going to grieve the fact that there's been a challenge, that I need to heal from something, whether it's disappointment, sadness, whatever that looks like. I'm going to tell you through communication what I expect, what I want, but I'm also going to keep my eyes on the prize. Can you be a part of that? Yes or no? If you tell me that you're good at communicating, yet every time we have an argument, you can't fucking communicate, maybe you're not part of the prize. Maybe you're not part of the end goal. That's what I'm seeing here. And being able to see things through that light is going to help you let go of things that no longer align with you, that align with your past, that align with a version of you that's no longer around. Okay? Give me a little bit more for your future. I see you also being very inspiring for others in your future. Okay, so I see you taking a fresh start. I see that there might be delays for your fresh start, but I do see a positive change coming in, okay? Now, when this positive change takes place, you're gonna have some fear. So let's say you're gonna go get a new car in your future. You might be worried if you can afford it. You might be worried that you've only worked at a place for 6 months and all of a sudden you went and got a new car and you're scared you might lose your job and then lose your car. I do see that as a fresh start comes, again, with delays, there's going to be a part of you worrying. There's going to be unfounded fear coming through, trying to protect you, not because of what's happened, but because of what could happen. And the universe is saying, listen, you need to refocus your thoughts. Don't get caught in a place of losing sleep and thinking you have something figured out when you don't. Allow yourself to enjoy the time that you have. You're in a moment here coming up in your future where there's going to be joy, success, happiness, fun, and you need to enjoy that, okay? They're also telling me that a lot of your plans that you're making are going to work out. So if you've got like a 5-year plan, and in your mind, you're going to stay at that company for 5 years, but you're worried about getting fired or them doing cutbacks, your plans are going to work out perfectly. So even if they do let you go, there might be a competitive company that's actually going to come in and pick up half of you guys that they let go of and maybe pay you more because maybe they're trying to outdo that other company. So they just want you to refocus your thoughts in the future and recognize that everything's working out for you, that they are leading you to magical opportunities. And sometimes it might not feel that way. Sometimes it might feel like the whole world or people that you love or you care about is pointing the finger and you don't understand why you're being bullied or kind of pushed out or criticized when you're trying to be accepting. But maybe, just maybe, that's not where you're supposed to be. That's all I'm going to say. So keep that in mind. I'm going to leave this here. Have a blessed day.